Well, hello everybody. Today I'm thinking about the 4th of July and the fact that America still is a pretty darn cool place to live. And I thought what I'd do is maybe just tell you my top 10 reasons why I like living in America. So 4th of July is our Independence Day. We are 238 years old as a country. Some people might think America has been around longer than that. It has been settled longer than that, but it's only been a country since we declared our independence in 1776. So, with that, I'm going to kind of just talk a little bit about what I think makes America great. And yes, I'm going to be reading some of this off of the screen that I have behind my GoPro Hero 3, so bear with me. I just wanted to keep my thoughts straight. So, kind of my top 10, and not necessarily in any particular order. Top 10 things I think are still cool about America. Number one, it's a land of dreams. Now, I'm not saying it's the land where dreams come true, but it is a land where you can try anything. Whatever you want to be, you can be. That doesn't mean you'll excel at it. Success is not guaranteed in America, but if you want to try to be something that you're not, you can get education, you can work hard, you can cultivate connections, you can chase your passions and give it your best shot. And that's pretty cool. Number two, it's a big, interesting country. America is massive. The state I live in, North Carolina, is about 54,000 square miles. It's larger than many entire countries, and it's still just a medium-sized state among the 50 states in America. You have mountains and plains and deserts and canyons and beautiful coasts and fertile valleys, lakelands. You have fjords up in Alaska, lush islands, tundra, caverns, and much more. You have a broad variety of cities, all influenced by different cultures with their unique personalities. You have awesome villages and communities, all with their good points and bad points, but pretty much everywhere you go, there's way more to love than to dislike. You know, you could spend 3 lifetimes trying to experience all there is to see and do in America. Number three, it's a land of great resources. You know, gas is way cheap here in America compared to the rest of the world. Our country is rich in natural resources and minerals. We have big farmlands, great growing systems and technology. Food is abundant. Housing isn't hard to come by. Health care is a little messed up, but still adequate. You can go to schools and universities to better yourself in America. There's solid infrastructure. You can travel interstate highways to move freely across the country and ship resources from place to place. We have decent and varied weather. You know, wind, sunshine, and water moving around provides power to keep us going. All this and more makes America a fairly cheap place to live. And we are blessed to have most of the stuff that we need to maintain a decent lifestyle right here in our own country. Number four, it's a country of innovation. In America, we invent a lot of stuff. You know, it's a freedom thing, I think. If you live in a place where you can dream big, you develop a mindset that you can create big. America is still where much of the world's cool technology originates, from aircraft to iPads, Stratocasters and Les Pauls to Fords and Chevys, from hot dogs and hamburgers to light bulbs and skateboards. Americans are always coming up with crazy cool stuff. Now, that doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't take it and make it better. That's often the case. And innovation is happening all over the planet. But in America, it's expected constantly and daily. In the late 1960s, we landed on the moon when we honestly probably had half the skill and knowledge we should have had to achieve such a task. It was crazy. In America, we push the boundaries and limits. You never know what awesome, new, cool something will come down the pike that will change your life. That is very cool. It's a land where you can believe what you want to believe. This is what I think is great about America, one of the things. I mean, I'm a Christian Baptist, not because I was told to be or taught to be, just because my studies and experiences have led me to be. But in America, you won't be condemned for being a Muslim or a Jew, Catholic, Buddhist, Hindu, or anything else. And this isn't just religious thought I'm talking about. You can be liberal, conservative, independent, gay, straight, bisexual, a curmudgeon, or a goody two-shoes, a philosopher or a pragmatist. It all works together here. Not everyone agrees, of course. America is legendary for bickering and fussing and debating issues and politics and points of view. But at the end of the day, the vast majority of us get along and get on with our lives. Many of the people we disagree with most fervently are still our friends. When we need to pull together, we help, regardless of differences. We live and die for one another and for our right to express what we think and believe. It's a land where hard work pays off. Short and sweet at this point. In America, by the grace of God, you can roll up your sleeves, and with perseverance and sound, sensible life decisions, you can live a good life. Sometimes it takes some education, sometimes some luck. More than often, it's just sticking to a goal. But you can succeed in something here if you have the right attitude. There are no guarantees. Not everyone can win a lottery and have vast wealth fall into their lap. But in this country, effort brings rewards. Investments pay dividends. And even the worst of situations don't squash the hope for a better tomorrow. It's a safe country. Now, America gets a lot of bad rap in the media. Anytime something very negative or tragic happens, it quickly gets sensationalized. We have some crazy, unbalanced people that sometimes get a hold of guns and go on a killing spree, but this is far, far from the norm in America. Compared to the horrific atrocities that occur in some countries, America is a place where you can sleep sound and secure at night. You can move around the country knowing that you have fine, dedicated people in law enforcement keeping the peace. Now, if you want to go looking for trouble in America, you can find it. Most of the crime statistics that are reported in our media take place because of people who are making poor life choices, largely drug-related. But if you choose to live a good, upstanding life, you can do so in most portions of our country. Now, gangs are problematic in some of our urban areas, but you never hear of crazy dictators slaughtering thousands or crazed fanatic groups raping and pillaging. You don't hear about mass kidnappings or violent uprisings. Also, apart from the occasional wildfire, hurricane, tornado, mudslide, or earthquake, America seems geologically pretty stable. So far, no massive tidal waves, no monsoon floods, no Chernobyl-type nuclear industrial disasters. We are greatly blessed to have a nice, comfortable, and safe place to live. So here's another cool thing about being in America. There's something for everyone here. It's nice to live in a land with lots of opportunities to do stuff. If you're looking for fun hobbies, adventure, or stimulating activities, America has the locations, culture, and spirit to satisfy your itch. You can skate, climb, ski, fly, hike, dive, bike, dance, sing, skip, swim, read, sculpt, paint, write, play, and explore all over this great land. We have great weather for the most of the part. You know, we have lots of state and national parks, great restaurants and gathering places. Whatever you're into, you should be able to pursue it in America. Now, if you want to climb Mount Everest or dive the Great Barrier Reef, you're out of luck. But there are still, great mountains and coral reefs here too. So we don't have it all, but there's plenty of fun to be had in the United States of America. Another great point, one of the things I think is cool is it's a land of great people. This is maybe my favorite thing. For the most part, Americans are nice. Whether it's New York City or Flagstaff, Arizona, whether it's a West Virginia mining town or a Seattle fish market from Hawaii to Maine, Americans are mostly positive, friendly, helpful, and generous people. It's our greatest resources, no doubt. There are always good and bad people everywhere, but day in, day out, I'm continually delighted by the folks I encounter. It doesn't matter what their background, income level, disposition, there's always more to like than not. We are diverse, but thankful, not overly proud or puffed up, most of us. We are a caring and soulful lot. It's a place where if you want to make a difference in the lives of others, you have the opportunity. Now, we can always love each other more, but at least we seem to respect and like each other, and that makes for a great life in this big melting pot. My last one is freedom. A great songwriter called us the land of the free and the home of the brave. The word freedom gets thrown around a lot, almost flippantly here in America, but many of my other top 10 cool things about America largely hinge on the fact that we have great freedoms here in the USA. Our founding fathers, and I'm sure the mothers had great influence too. Those guys had amazing foresight into how a government should be formed to preserve the rights and dignity of human beings. Many people here say our rights are being eroded, and they may be correct in some instances. But America still clings to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And amid all the controversies and complexities of governing a big nation, somehow our leaders and the people who elect them seem to keep freedom at the forefront. You can still rock in America. You can still speak your mind, chase your dreams, test your ambitions, leave your mark. Happy Independence Day, America. God bless and keep our lands. Let's be a blessing to the world and make friends of all. Let's appreciate what we have here and share it when we can. There are many great nations on this planet. Let's celebrate the fact that we can count ourselves as one of the best countries. Peace.